It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC, from heartache and pain, struggle and strain, trying to maintain for the SC. So mama, don't worry, I'ma make my dreams happen.
Hi guys, welcome back to the TheNailJeanieSC. How are you? I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, if it's your first time here, consider subscribing. And if you've been here for a while, please hit that like button. It helps my channel out a great deal. Alright guys, so as you see, today is collaboration day. And I, along with 3 other of my amazing sisters and content creators here on YouTube, we are challenging ourselves, guys. We are doing this Aqua Nail challenge. Now, I know, guys, I know you say, Jeannie, you always say that. But, guys, this was an extreme challenge for me. Because I'm seeing this trend all over the internet. Who hasn't, right? It's all over Instagram. It's all over TikTok. It's all over YouTube. It's all over Facebook. It's everywhere, right? And, yeah, I just never thought to try it. So I thank God for the host of this collaboration, Miss Nails by Lena C, who said, hey, let's collab. Let's do these Aqua Nails. She always challenges me, and I appreciate you, sis, because, you know, my sisters, they always give me a challenge. And, yeah, I enjoyed it after creating this set. Now, let me just give you a disclaimer, guys. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I'm all out of frame in certain places because I couldn't figure out where my camera was at. So I had to cut majority of my footage. So that's why this video is like 30 minutes. It went from 2 hours to 30 minutes, which is great, right? But so if you miss anything, don't worry. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to try this again. And this time, I promise you guys, I'll have my camera placement correct, and you will see everything you need to see. Alright, so I'm just starting out. I got most of the video is sped up in a 2x speed. I did leave building the tanks and filling the tanks in real time, so you guys could see just a little bit of how I created this. It's not as if, you know, if you're new to YouTube or new to the nail community, then yes, this may be your first time ever seeing this type trend. But if you've been around YouTube and you've been all over the other social platforms, you've seen this done several times before. So I am going to build my base here, guys. Here I'm just deciding what colors I want to use because, I said Aqua Nails. But guys, these are fall Aqua Nails. So we are doing our fall Aqua set. And so I was wanting to make sure that I had fall trending colors. Now this magnet that I'm using, this is a magnet that I won by Isms by Josie. I have not put that video up yet, guys, so you will see that magnet again. But I couldn't get that magnet to work. But, you know, just because I couldn't get it to work this time don't mean I'm not going to try again. And thanks to my good sis Nails by E, who has these magnets, she showed me how to work them. So, of course, Jenny gonna work that magnet. So I can't wait to try it out again. But anyway, so I just decided on some beautiful fall like colors. I went ahead and pulled out my Lampo polishes. Guys, I have not used my Lampo polishes since I made the purchase and got these Lampos. But for some reason, I was looking on my little color wheel that I have on my rack where my Lampo gel's at, and I said, ooh, some of these colors would be great for fall. So that's why I'm going to use, I'm using one of the burnt oranges. I'm using another orange that has like glitter in it. I'm going to use this beautiful blue. And I am going to be using some browns, a green. I'm trying to think what other colors did I. Oh, I have a beautiful plum color here. So I'm going to be using all of those colors to create this design today. And guys, I'm going to tell you, sometimes I even outdo my own self. And I'm just going to say, I didn't map out this design this time. Usually I'll get my little black nail book and I'll map out the design, right? But this time I said, I'm going to wing it. I'm going to wing it. I'm going to come up with some fall ideals. And yeah, and I have to say, I really, really, really love how this set came out. Alright guys, so I am not going to do a lot of talking in this video, but I will come back in certain areas of the video just because I want you guys to enjoy the process. I find it relaxing just to watch others create. And so I'm going to let you guys watch me create, and I will come back shortly. Guys, I know that was very short. Okay, so this is the base. I created some patchwork. I did some pumpkins, stacked pumpkins. I did a tree with fallen leaves, a barren tree, and then I did a plaid nail. It's the ring nail. It kind of hard to see on camera, but in person it's absolutely gorgeous. And then the pinky and the thumb was the same, so it was another patchwork nail. So now I'm going to build the tanks, guys. And when building these tanks, I decided to go with LGN Pro's Bling It No White Gel because the creators that I've seen building these tanks, they have all one being Lisette Gel Nails. And thank you to Lisette that I was able to get it. Because this is not my first try. This is actually my second try. My first try, the tanks were too small and I didn't have an opening. So I had to scrap it and start again. So this is my first attempt, second try. So anyway, I seen that she used her Lisette Gel Bling It No White top coat because she said you have to have a no white surface in order so the tank will stick and the product that's going inside the tank won't stick to the base of the nail, and everything will move around, right? So here I end up having to, and you really can't see right now, but I end up having to go a size smaller with the nails that I chose to use. And the nails I chose to use because I try guys, I have so many tips. I try every tip that I had, and I have all of these tips that have these very high arches in the tip. And I was like, none of them were giving me that opening I needed. So I end up having to go a size. Okay, so like I can't think. Let me see. Size up. So sizing up means I had to go smaller. So I had a size 2 for my thumbnail, and I end up having to use a size 3 to build the tank, leaving some room and some gaps, of course. But I was able to make it work. I was able to blend it all in using builder gel and using poly gel. So here I'm just going around with the bling it no white top, and I'm just covering the nail because I don't have to go in and put anything else on this base once I put the tank on it, because it's already got the no wipe on it. It's shiny. It's going to give the look I need. The color is going to come through. Everything is going to pop. So guys, if you are trying to build these tanks, I do suggest to buy that Lisette Gel Bling It no wipe top coat, or some type of no wipe top coat that has a sticky consistency, if that makes sense, where your tanks can attach and it's not slippery, runny, and all of that stuff. So yeah, I do highly suggest it and recommend it. So guys, here I'm just showing you here where I was building the tank, and I'm not going to show you all the tanks built because it's all the same. I'm going to go ahead and do all of the tanks, and what I'm doing is looking at the tanks. I'm trying to make sure that the sizing going to fit, that I'm going to be able to fit product down in that little entry hole or whatever you call it. And yeah, so that's the next step that I've done before, and I did do one nail, sealing one nail to see if and how it's all going to work out. So here I'm taking that Lisette Gel Bling It No White top coat because I did see where I have openings. Now, this is where I won't do that again. So this Lisette Bling It gel is not cheap. So I'm going to have to purchase another one eventually. This is my second one. I already went through my first pot. So I won't use my Lisette Bling It gel to fill in the gaps. I'd rather use another rhinestone gel if I have to, or poly gel, because yeah, one, is expensive, and I don't like to use up my good stuff if it's just not, not gonna be something that I'm using on a client. But two, I think the poly gel was better filling in the gaps because it have a thicker consistency and it'll close in those holes. You have to remember that you still have to do a light shape, you still have to do a light buff, and you don't want to create any kind of opening where the oil or fluid or whatever you're using seeps through that hole, and then the tank is you don't have your tank, right? You done put all the stuff in, but you can't keep the liquid in. So yeah, you want to make sure that you have something that is going to, if your tank is built like my tank, to fill in those gaps. So I end up eventually going with poly gel, and I saw that worked way better. And I just used a clear poly gel, and it turned out better. So here I'm just looking at the tanks from all sides, and I'm looking to see if it has any more gaps. And guys, this is a process. Like I told you guys, this video was like 2 hours long, but I had to just get it down to 30 minutes because a lot of it was just going back and forth, because it is a process. anytime you're doing any type of artwork, nail art, building anything or adding or 3D sculpting or whatever the case may be, it's going to take you some time. So don't feel pressured to move fast. Don't feel pressured to rush yourself. Don't, just because you're filming, don't feel the pressure that, oh, I got to get this done, because you can always turn the camera off, get, a little bit ahead, and then come back to the most essential parts, to show your viewers, the detail or the work that's been put in it. Because, we as content creators, we create these videos and we shorten the time, and then our viewers who may or may not be into nails, or just now starting nails, or thinking if they want to start nails, think that, oh, they move so fast. Because I'm telling you, I'm saying this because I was that girl. I used to be the person watching and not the person doing. And so I say, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that because they moving so fast. But then when I start doing it, I realize, oh, wait a minute. There are parts and pieces that I don't see. Okay? So know that there are bits and pieces you don't see. All right, so here is the tanks all together. Now I'm going to go and foul a little bit, and then I'm going to buff. And right here where I'm fouling, and I'm just lightly fouling, guys. I'm just straightening up the shape, to be honest. From all of the gel, all of the blanket gel, I just want to make sure that the shape still holds up. But here, when I'm buffing, is when I notice, and I like the buffing part, because this is when you can see if you have any holes in your tank. So the buffing helped me to see, okay, I need to fill this in, or okay, it's a hole right here. Before I even go any further, putting anything in the tank, the buffing is necessary. And plus, the buffing also helps knock off the shine on the top, because you're going to end up using a no wipe top coat. In the end, you're going to clean out the tank. And I also want to make sure I used the buffer and not the hand file, so much so because I didn't want to create a lot of dust. Okay. So here I'm going in. I was showing you guys that one tank was built. I ended up building that tank. I thought I had got it on camera, guys, but as you can see, I'm all out of frame. And oh my God, guys, I do apologize. I was so angry when I watched the playback. I was looking at my husband like, should I just scrap this whole video? That's how upset I got, because I couldn't believe that I did all of that work and I was not in frame. I mean, guys, I was working. This was like a 5 to 8 hour process. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. But let me just get back. Let's roll back. I don't mean to. So anyway, I'm going to fill these tanks. And let me tell you something. The one thing I'm learning, and this is all trial and error. This is my first attempt. Won't be my last attempt. But I'm learning. Don't overfill the tanks, guys. Now, I already knew that. I was like, okay, I'm not going to put this much in it. I'm only going to put a few pieces in. But even just one or two more few pieces more, and it don't look filled to you, is too much. Because once the fluid go in, it's like you can see some movement. But then after it settles, it's like, oh, it's not moving. So I had a lot of times where I had to thump the nail, to get it to moving. But eventually they all moved, and I was happy about that. But don't overfill your tanks. And I end up using this, I didn't have baby oil, so I end up using this micellar oil, but and a mixture with, it's the micellar water and mixed with cuticle oil. I can't think. Goodness. Cuticle oil mixture. So that's what I end up using. I did not have the syringe needle, so I end up using this little, what is it, like a little dropper with a thin, that it's like a dropper with a thin entrance hole, so a pin hole. So I was able to get the fluid in, but as you can see, guys, it created a lot of bubbles. So of course, I got the syringes in my Amazon cart. I do want to go ahead and order the syringes and yes, do this again for a few more of the holidays. I do want to do one for Halloween. I do want to do one for Christmas, maybe another fall set. I'm not sure, but I kind of like the trend. At first, I was like, okay, this might be a one and done, like my mouse nail trend, but yeah, I think I like this. I'm telling you guys, after I finished it and got all the tanks working, I didn't want to take them off. Alright guys, I'm going to let you watch this part, and I'm just going to say thank you all for the support to my channel. I truly appreciate you all very much. If you are here and have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead if you would and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family as well as my YouTube journey. And guys, I'm going to let you all enjoy the rest of this video. I will come back with my final goodbyes. Make sure to check out all of the other ladies in this collab. That is I Am Biscuit, Nails by E, and Nails by Lena C, our host. And check out their amazing ideals on how they created their Aqua Nails. And guys, I will see you all shortly. Go ahead, listen to some music, and enjoy the rest of this video. nearing the end of the video. So here I'm just, I used the poly gel to seal the tanks. So once I got movement and I saw everything moving around, I went ahead and used just a small pinch of poly gel to seal the tank. So here I'm just straightening up and crisping up the free edge of this tank. The tank is heavy. It really is. Doing it as a press-on set because, of course, I guess y'all know by now this was a press-on set. I didn't say that in the beginning, and I do apologize. But doing it as a press-on set, they are actually very heavy. So, I just, wanted to clean up the free edge and go ahead and put them on. But it didn't look so bad once they were on. I thought they was going to be a little bulky. I thought they was going to be a little awkwardly shaped. But I actually cleaned it up very well. And it came out pretty good. My husband was in awe of these. I mean, my daughter too. But my husband really was in awe. He was like, "You did it, babe." And I was like, "Yeah, I did it." So, I enjoy these very much. And I definitely want to try this trend again. And there are things I did learn during this trial and error that I know to do better the next time, or not to do, or try differently. But the one thing I definitely want to do the next time is build it out on the nail instead of on the stand, and try it 2 different ways. But I really do love making them as a press-on too. This would be a great idea to put on my website when I start back my press-on business, simply because this is just a very neat and practical, and it is good for practical wear as long as you're not, beating up your nails and hitting into everything. It is something you could wear and get away with, your wear and have for a very long time as a press-on set. So, yeah, I like this. This is pretty neat. So I just want to thank you all again for the support, and I want to thank all of the ladies that I am in this collab with. I thank you for believing in me. I thank you for asking me, reaching out and asking me to be a part of this, challenging me, taking me out of my comfort zone. Because most of the time, guys, I'll stay comfortable, and comfortable is not always the best. Staying comfortable won't get you far. Sometimes it's best to challenge yourself and find out if you can, do it. And then you'll find out how much you love it. So I am glad that they were able to challenge me on this aqua trend. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me do this, even though I wasn't in frame majority of the time. And again, I want to apologize for that. But we will be doing this again, guys. And I promise you guys, I'm going to make sure I am in frame. Just these camera setups, trying to get a better angle, trying to get better lighting, all of that stuff. It's a process, trying to make these videos quality worthy, make these videos worth watching. That's a process. So, of course, this is not my best filming, but I tried to catch as many shots as I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you again for watching. And please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me over on all of my socials at TheNailJeanieSC. And guys, I'm going to show you what these nails look like on. So, of course, I thought I was in the camera. But they are moving. They are moving very nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it off with some cuticle oil and get that oil back into my skin. And I'm going to take some in shots here. And guys, yep, I will see you all in my next video. Have a good weekend. See you all Monday.